All right, man. Yo, people, this Nate here.
This kid.
And yo, we are GamesMusicLyfe. This is the GamesMusicLyfe podcast, episode 280. We've done 280 podcasts, Kev.
Man, a whole lot of them things in the books, my boy.
Yeah, and I realized once again, I'm talking about my audio. Last week my audio was trash. Let me check my levels real quick. Make sure I'm good to go.
I was clipping a little bit if it make you feel better. I was clipping a little bit.
Yeah, but you were still louder than me. Like not even so much loud. Like I was like having to whisper. It's like you had to turn down your TV real low and it turned up real high for me. Like I didn't like that, Kev. I'm trying to find that good audio source, man.
I'm sure like in my headphones you coming through butter, so I think we're good.
Better than last week.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, last week you came through butter too, so
yeah. See,
don't let that be any indication of what's
exactly,
going on.
Exactly.
We don't know.
The weather's been nuts, man. As you can see, the woolly mammoth on my face and head. I did not get my hair cut this week. My son looks like a poor man's Miles Morales out here. So, you know what I mean? I'm about to pick his hair out. Like this week, the snow was just too much, man. I tried to shovel. I used the snowblower late. There's ice out there. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't like it, bro. I don't like it. I had to shovel out a place for the dog to go use the bathroom. Like I'm over the snow.
Why you ain't just get my man even Steven with a number 3? Well,
okay, so I cut Dante's hair when he was real.
I know.
You know the story, right?
I remember you tried the first haircut, didn't you?
Yeah, I got PTSD, man. So I'm cool.
Nah, man, I'm saying you can't mess up an even Steven with a number 3. It's like the number 3 is too long for you to even mess anything up. Like you just making it even at that point.
I get some new clippers.
Don't touch his hairline. Just like you just basically just trimming everything up just to get it.
Yeah, but no, I can't. But see, no, I can't have my hair looking like Lil Bill, man. Like I don't like that. I don't want him looking like Lil Bill.
He'll make it back to the barbershop, bro.
See, but another thing too is like I like Dante going to the barbershop. He already get that feel. Like he walk in, everybody say what's up to him. You know, I mean his trek from the door to the back. He listened to his dad argue in there about sports and everything. So like that feeling, as you know, going to the barbershop. The black man barbershop is a sacred place, man. You go in there and you just your barber's your counselor. You're your realtor. He's all those things in one, and that's why
I'm gonna tell you what. Going to the barber as a kid kind of sucked because the barber didn't really talk to you. He, like you know what I'm saying. He said, "Oh hey, what's up, man? You know, hey, what's going on, whatever." And then you just sitting in the chair, and he talking to your dad and the other barbers. Yeah. So you sitting there bored now. So like you're thinking that's an enjoyable experience for Dante. It is not.
Oh, maybe it isn't then. All right.
And then you go get a cut, and he has to go sit in the chair and over on the side with nobody to talk to, bored as ever.
Yeah. Well, he got an iPad, so he's good to go. Kids nowadays ain't got like this. We had to go in there and just wait. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, you got to think about it too. Like when you went as a kid, when you went to the barber, you didn't have appointments then. You just stood and waited your turn, right?
Sometimes we had appointments. Sometimes, you just waited your turn. But also, my dad was like all my barbers were like my dad's friends from the block. So it's sometimes we got to go after hours and do all that kind of stuff.
So you already had the presidential treatment there.
A little bit. So I got to the seat real quick. I ain't really do too much waiting
in the barbershop. You was probably bored for like 10 minutes.
Well, because I had to get a cut and he had to get a cut. So
your dad and Pops like to talk.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Yeah, and Pops, because but that's your dad.
And them is his friends,
right? I was about to say that. And like when I met your dad, like I didn't took it when I first met. I told you the story, right? When I met your dad and put 2 and 2 together that was your dad, because I just thought it was a cool person.
You had already knew him.
Yeah. So I'm like, hold on, that's your dad? Like it was like, damn, that's crazy, because he just got one of those personalities where you can talk to him. You know what I'm saying? But so I can only imagine
how that didn't rub off, right?
Okay, so I'm gonna give you like you are not as bad as you say you are. You're a butthole. I'm a butthole too, as you know.
Listen, like it was literally the fate of God, and you had already kind of been vetted. Mm-hmm. But like me and you clicked up because like I respected the fact, like, bro, because we met at New Year's or at a Christmas Eve party at my house. Yeah, you and Sharita had just started dating. Me and Toya, we were trying to have this tradition, and so I met you there, and I respected the fact that my man realized that I don't know anybody in here. I ain't really trying to mix and mingle. You found a corner and you sat down. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. This is a smart character right here. He ain't trying to impress nobody. He came in, said hello, did what he had to do, introduced himself to me. As the man of the house, you came to me, introduced yourself, and then you found a corner and tucked in. Yeah. I like that. So I came over to that corner and I'm like, listen, I ain't got nobody to talk to out there either. Let me talk to you because you seem like you all right. You know what I'm saying? And boom, we was off to a fantastic journey from there. Right. But that's what I'm saying. It don't typically happen like that. Do you think I let strange people in my house? Absolutely not. But you had a cosign.
Yeah.
And so and then I liked your style. I was like, man, my man moved proper. Like, I respect that.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Same. And likewise, I think that's kind of weird. Cause as we do, I'm panning down the first time I'm meeting somebody. And I was like, And then the next time I saw you, I was like, just wearing the Kobe's like that, huh? And that's kind of how it started. And then we just began, like we always do, just start arguing. Because, like, you remember, I was the Android guy for the longest, and you were the Apple guy. And then it was just, every time we see each other, it was just always an argument on something. But it's funny type arguments. But, like, I get time hop alerts from when it comes back, and, like, first of all, I wasn't a nasty person on Twitter, but some of my tweets was really like, you ever look at your time hop? You're like, yo, what was I on at this point? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was talking about people, and there was nothing about that. But someone was towards you, and it was, once again, us arguing about Apple and this and that. And I think I said something, and you replied back like, you're lying. And then it was like, I started to send it to you. I meant to send it to you. But it was like, it was funny because that's literally was our back and forth 90% of the time.
Yeah. I wonder, how long did it take you to realize, like, oh, he's not serious?
Oh, it was quick. I mean, because we bust each other's chops for the longest, man. Like, it was never, because, like, our wives were worried about, I think your wife worried about it more, like, don't be mean type of thing. But it was just like, we bust each other's chops all the time, man. That's just, that's guys. That's what we do.
Well, I always look for people that can give it back.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's like, a lot of times, like, I might just say something just messing with you. And then it's like, I see the people who get into their feelings quick. And then I also see the people who it's like, they'll just kind of side with whatever you said because
and that's where I kind of like, I don't get down with
like that.
Nah, but see, I think it took us like first or third interaction from was like, yeah, he's messing with me, and like I know it, and like I know you so well now that I try not to let you take me down that road, but I'm like, I'll stop you, like, yeah, and I've said on pod, like, yeah, I know what you're doing, and I'm not gonna allow it to happen, Kev, because I'm going to be high pitched, and I'm not gonna do that today.
Sometimes I mean it, but I'm just messing with you the way I might say it to you. Like, when I'll be like, man, well, it don't matter then. Yeah. Like, it's like.
That's the one. That's the one right there. Because, like, it's like having that moment where you're like, it's like the Charlie Murphy moment. You look up and you're just like, hold up. He was really messing with me, and he got me. Like, I'm really pissed off now that he took me down this complete rabbit hole, and he didn't care. He was out of the conversation like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
He didn't care.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was pissed. But yeah, man, what else is going on with you?
Man, was snowed in them 2 days, man. Listen, I know how I knew my wife was. Like, I knew she was coming into her own. Like, she really like big boss status out here now. Because, listen, Thursday came around. Like, first, Wednesday, she was very worried. Because, that winter storm warning started coming around. So, Thursday, she was very worried about Thursday, how things were going to go. Like, man, are they going to call us into the office, or are they going to make us work from home? So, I asked her, I'm like, well, can you schedule tomorrow off? She was like, yeah, I can. But, I didn't want to do that just in case they want us to work from home. I'm like, well, can you not cancel it if they say you can work from home? She was like, yeah, I can cancel. I'm like, I'm not really seeing a lose-lose here. Like, I'm not really seeing a reason why you should not schedule it off. So, she's like, okay. And she did. And then they told her that she could work from home. Listen, later on that Thursday, she was like, yo, listen, Friday come in, either way, I ain't going to be there. If we work from home, cool. Other than that, I ain't going to be nowhere. I was like, talk that talk. Talk that talk, girl. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's when I'll be like, man, I'm rubbing off on my baby because she not like that.
That's funny. Like, that's funny that you mention it like that, though. It's funny. As I get, like, people think that I'm the butthole in our relationship, and if they only knew, Shrita's the complete butthole, bro. Like they were, oh, she's so nice. No, Shrita hates your guts. All right, yeah. I'm really the nice one in this dynamic. I'm the nice one, but like y'all gonna pawn it off on me like I'm the bad one here, man. Like, nah.
I can see that. Like, no, in my house it's me, but it's like it's also like I don't.
Yeah. Well, I'm just a little nice. I can package it a little better. Ultimately, we're saying the same thing. Your thing is you would ignore somebody, and I'm like, damn, like, because I hate when we're in a dynamic where it's me, you, and somebody else that you don't care to talk to. It's like I gotta go over to talk to them, like not over to talk to them, but like overly more to compensate. Because I've seen you look somebody in the eye, they would tell you something, and you be like, oh, okay. And I'm just like, dang, like, okay, no.
Yeah, they hit me. They tried to hit me with a bomb, and I was just like, listen, I was straight up tell like, if somebody I don't know, I could be in mid conversation, but like, listen, I'm bored. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Like, I mean, because why? Why should I have to appease you just so that way you feel good? I don't feel good now,
right?
Having to appease you. So I made a decision a long time ago. Like, I'm not gonna do that ever. So
it's
like. All right, well, I'm bored. It was nice knowing you, and have till we meet again, my friend. They were like, but wait, we were right in the middle of this. Well, we're not now. Now you're in the middle of it, and I'm leaving.
Yo, so one thing I thought about too, So I was listening to 100 Chicago's. I've literally been listening to it since the other day, nonstop. Like it literally is an amazing. I don't even know what to call it. Throwaway. So, anyways, I started going back and started listening to all those 3-minute video or 3-minute songs that Lupe was making because Royce put the battery in his back to start rapping again. And I remember when you and Jay used to always say Lupe's the GOAT, and I would be like, man, come on, Lupe Fiasco, kick push guy, whatever. I listened to all of those. I literally downloaded them, uploaded them as a mixtape for myself, okay? And after listening to them all, I'm like, Lupe might be the GOAT, man. Like I really think that he might be the best ever to do it.
I'm with you. I agree. As far as like being on the mic, yeah, he's probably the best.
Yeah, like I think what pushes Jay over is Jay. You know, he does a lot, but Lupe is like that's and I thought about, can we do 100 Columbuses? Can we do that song, Kev?
No, listen. One thing I found is that when it comes to like being creative or artistic in that way, my sister got all of the good genes for that. Really? They're like, I suck, bro. I can't draw. I can't rap. I can't make beats. Like I can read sheet music and I can play it back. But if you ask me to play something original, I just draw a blank. It's gonna sound like crap. Or
would you have an ear for music?
I do. Like I can recognize where something is good, but as far as creating, I absolutely terrible. I don't know if you're a creative or if you can draw and do all that stuff. I suck, but my handwriting sucks because I can't. I'm that bad at drawing.
Well, I think being in IT, when I have to write, I do think that okay, so every time I write my signature, it changes. Like it's never the same. Like so when we bought our house, I literally was like anime sweat beads coming down my head because like damn, I gotta write. You know what I'm saying?
Different person.
Like they gonna think it's not me because like, it's like it changed. It went from Nadir Carpenter, like the Arsenio Hall signature, to like at the end it was just NC. You know what I'm saying? Because I was tired of writing, and my signature changes because I don't write. But artistically, I used to be able to draw. I could draw like little things. Like I could draw Garfield and stuff. I used to like be a Garfield.
See, fan. You're good. Like I can draw a stick figure, man.
That's it? I'm sure you could draw something.
No, I promise you, I cannot draw anything, bro. I told my mom the other day, like, I don't think I had any coloring books as a kid because I just wasn't interested at all. I just didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, this is kind of pointless. Give me the Game Boy.
Well, I mean, you're the finisher of games.
Yes, so. That is true. But somebody else had to create that's why I like being a developer is because it allows me to actually have a creative outlet because I can create something without needing to actually. I can just think of the idea and execute, but it doesn't require me to actually be good at doing something like creating it from scratch. It's like, no, I just have an idea and I can build this out. Yeah. Like Legos. Like I can build Legos, but if you ask me to draw a picture of a castle, not gonna happen.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you.
It's pretty bad, man. Like I mean, I'm bad at drawing letters.
Really?
Letters, bro.
So I can do graffiti. I could do that. I could draw that. I could draw letters, my name and stuff like that. I should do that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how artistic.
I can make the little S with the 6 lines. I can make the S.
Okay.
I was pretty proud of myself.
Okay.
But I am. If anybody want to know what my weakness is, it is drawing. Do not ask me to do anything artistic. But my sister's fantastic.
She can draw?
Oh, she's an artiste.
Nice.
Everything creative, like drawing, painting, all of that stuff, she's really good at. Where I absolutely am miserable.
Yeah, I hate writing too. Our wives like writing. Like they got the they got the planners and everything. They like writing stuff down. I'm the opposite. Like I throw away everything. Like I don't really. 1,000%. Yeah, it's all digital. It's all on my phone. If it's not there or on my computer, I don't care.
I low key can't even read my own writing, man.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's crazy too because a coworker, he was writing the other day, and I without even hesitating, I said, "Yo, your handwriting is trash." Yeah, I said it, and I didn't even realize I said it, and he was like, "Oh man, yeah, it is." Okay, I couldn't know if it was a 0, and this is how bad it was. I didn't know if it was number 10 or a 9. Mm-hmm. That's how bad his handwriting is.
See, when I write stuff down, I hand it to people. I apologize, and then I also stay with them for a moment so that way I can help them decipher whatever it was I wrote. And sometimes I can't even make it out. I'm like, damn, I don't know. I'm not sure. What were we talking about on the line before this? They're like, you wrote it. I know. I shouldn't have done that. That's why I gravitated towards computers. It's like, I can type the stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Text messages were the greatest. Like, you remember when you was in school, you had to pass notes?
Oh, you weren't passing notes?
I was, but man, it gave me so much trepidation, bro. Like I had so much anxiety because I'm like, yo,
Oh, so you never got a chance to get your stuff off with like you like me check the box. You never.
I passed notes, but listen, man, like that's how them girls really like me because I was like, if you putting up with this and like you know what I'm saying, and you gonna have and you able to reply next period, I had to applaud them just being able to read it and reply. I'm like, man, you did all you read that and replied in 50 minutes,
right?
Girl, you something special.
That's funny as heck, man. I never knew that about you. I got next time we got around, I want you to write something for me. I want to see how bad it is.
Yeah, I got you. It's horrible. It's worse. Okay. And it's not chicken scratch, but it's really small. Like I write tiny, bro. Like I write very tiny, and I write fast.
I write in all capitals.
Wow.
Like, yeah, see,
that's because I'm impatient though. I write really small. I write fast, so it's like I'm impatient. I can't wait. I can't wait for my hand to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Finish out my thought.
The funniest part about this is when you said you hand it to him and then you wait to make sure. That's pretty funny, man. Like it can't be that bad, Cam.
It's worse, man. I'm telling you, I write it and I hand it to him, but I apologize. Because I'm like, listen, I know you didn't ask for this. All right, I didn't want it to be like this either. But this is who I am. You asked me to expose my only flaw or one of my only flaws. This is it.
No, I feel you, man. All right, next time we're near each other. I haven't seen you in a while. I just thought about that.
Yeah, I know. Listen, man, it's wintertime. At first it was the holidays, then it was Roni, and then it got snowy. So yeah, I almost pulled up on you today, but we had to. I knew we needed to get home. We've been gone for a long time, but okay. Yeah, maybe. Matter of fact, I know Toya was talking. Talk to the wife or whatever, because I know Toya still wants to do a vision board. So maybe we pull up over there next weekend or something like that.
Okay, cool. We'll do that. Yeah, we'll plan to have an in-person pod. I may or may not have a new audio interface for us to talk on next week too.
I think we'll be good. I think we'll be all right.
I think we'll be all right. We'll see in post production how this comes out. My audio is trash this week. Just so y'all know, audio is gonna be butter next week. So I'm gonna buy everything new, and I almost bought everything new this week. But shoot, man, let's start like we always do. What have you been playing? What you been playing, bro?
Oh man, I've been playing 2K. I've been playing 2K, and we were snowed in, bro, and I made a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. I'm happy I did it. I did. I bought a pack.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought a pack.
How much you spent?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
No, I want to know how much you spent.
I use gift cards, man. I ain't spend nothing. I ain't spend a dime. I use a gift card.
All right, what'd you get?
I got that Galaxy Opal James Harden.
Ooh,
yeah.
You were lucky. Like this is my thing with you and RNG.
No,
man.
It was guaranteed. That was the reason I bought the pack.
Right.
They were guaranteed.
How much was the pack? Well, how much real money was the pack? Let's say. I know you spent gift card. Whoa.
That's why I immediately was like.
So this is why I'm saying, whoa, the most. You are the notorious king of never paying real money for fake money.
I know.
$50?
I got a ton more. A ton more than that. But yeah, I mean, even when I was doing, like, I was having to rationalize it to myself. I was like, man, don't bother. Like, don't bother. I was like, but it's hard, no. And I'm like, I'm like, we snowed in, bro. We stuck, man.
That's all you need.
We gonna stir crazy.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Something to do.
Absolutely. Yeah. It was like buying a new game. How was that card? I know it's butter.
Oh yeah, it's great. You know what I'm saying? It's on and rocking. But I mean, I'm not mad that I did it because I mean, it's gift cards I got from doing Amazon surveys.
Oh really?
But, yeah. Okay. So it wasn't, but I could have used that for something better, but I didn't.
Yeah, I got like $20 in there too. I got a lot of Amazon. That's the best thing. Go ahead, Nader. You can take it out. Okay,
man, so he actually home?
He just got home, bro. I ain't seen my baby in like how long has it been since I seen you? Like 5 days. He went over his homeboy's house, and his homeboy's parents just harbored him for like 5 days. Mm-hmm. They fed you for that long?
Yes, they cooked every day.
They cooked every day, huh?
Wow. Listen, I know we're on the home stretch for him, so
downstairs. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he came home, grabbed some clothes, and Sharita was like, I miss him. I want to see him. Like, listen, we got a teenage boy, man. See him when you see him.
He'll be hurting to come home real soon.
Oh, for sure.
Not, you know what I'm saying, but he'll love coming home on breaks and holidays and all that stuff real soon. He'll realize what he missed out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But you can't miss what you ain't lost. You know what I'm saying? He still live there.
Right. Exactly. Mm-hmm. So 2K, that's it?
Yeah, that's it. I don't think I played anything else, man. I really haven't even had time to really play the game that much. But yeah, Friday I was sitting at home and I saw that they was like, man, Galaxy Opal James Harden guaranteed pack. And I was like, what? Guaranteed?
That's your guy too? We're going to talk about him later too.
I got the gift cards too?
Uh-huh. So you just copped.
Shouldn't have done it, but I did it. I did it anyway, man. It made me happy.
I feel you. I'm about 3/4 of the way through God of War. Still an amazing game. But one game I jumped back into, which is weird that I did this, was Genshin Impact.
I've been thinking about getting on there.
I actually downloaded it on the PS5 because it's guaranteed 60 frames a second, 4K on the PS5. So I'm like, let me just download it and play it. So I haven't dove into if it has this or not because I couldn't be bothered to look up my account. But supposedly it's cross-save now.
Really? Okay.
So yeah, I think all my PC progress will move over to my PS5. Did you sneeze?
No.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Just want to make sure because I can't miss a bless you.
I got you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. But yeah, so I dove back into Genshin Impact a little bit. It looks amazing on the PS5, by the way. But I'm still trying to finish out God of War.
God of War.
Yeah, man. It is Kratos, like I said last pod, he's the best, worst dad ever, man.
Should have got on that Horizon, man. That's the next game you should play. Horizon Zero Dawn.
But if you already know me, man, if I just start playing Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War will never get finished. Another thing I realized too about God of War too, I think God of War is the game that Gears of War thought they were making.
I really do that?
Because the movements are kind of like Gears of War. Like even
that's what I didn't like.
Huh?
I think that's what I didn't like.
Really, the movement?
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean when I say the controls. Like that's what I didn't like about the game. It was like I didn't feel free and fluid enough for that to be like a fighting game.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think that if you plow through it, 'cause I do think you should play it. I do think it's worth giving it another shot. And like, for me to like it, I'm doing a lot of the side quest stuff now. I could have been done with the game, I think, but the story is phenomenal.
Really?
Like, yeah, story is phenomenal.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
See, I think I got to the point where you fight like that first boss in the woods when the guy he like comes to your house and tries to take the boy from you, and then you gotta beat him down in the woods, and then you gotta then you're venturing out or whatever. And like last thing I remember, I was like in a pit and I was fighting a whole bunch of like mini monsters or whatever, and I was like, all right, that about does it.
Aborted mission. That character ends up coming back. You figure out who he is, and I can't give it away because I think you're gonna play.
You can give it away. You can give it away.
Because I'm not even 100% sure as of yet. I'm still got my own thought. I don't know. I don't want nobody get in the comments and say no, it's actually blah blah blah, and then I'll be pissed off. All right, man. So Sony, they bought Bungie for $3.6 million. Make sense of this for me, Kev.
Swag. They had to buy something, man.
That's what I think it was. I'm glad you admitted that. I'm glad because I think it was that too. I think that they saw Activision and Microsoft and they were like, listen, we got bread too. But the thing that people need to realize is like Sony don't got Microsoft money.
Nah, but they're buying developers. They're trying to buy talent rather than IP.
Did you see how much they paid per developer?
Yeah,
like $2 million.
I think that they paid like an extra $1.2 billion.
Yes,
because the deal was only supposed to be $2 billion.
Yes,
and it got up to 3.2 because they paid an extra 1.2 just to retain all the developers. They wanted the talent.
They wanted talent, right? I know. We talk about talent now in the way it is in our landscape right now with our work, and it's like, dang, I guess I didn't think of it on that large of a scale. That because when I read that as well, of you saying that they paid that much for the developers, I'm like, they literally paid over just to retain the talent. That's a lot. But I did read too that is also going to mean that they're trying to get into the movie space, and Sony also wants to be into the cross-platform space. So Sony should have jumped on board on that a long time ago. The fact that they tried to buck on that, like not having the cross-platform, and now they had to end up buying Bungie in order just to have cross-platform, that's a backwards way of doing things, man.
Hey man, listen, they were trying to keep the stranglehold last generation. This generation, I think that we all see that the way of gaming is kind of pushing towards the cloud at this point. So Absolutely. It is going to, and I mean, Sony did a great job between hardware and software because they kept the best IPs or whatever. But somehow Microsoft never died, even when Microsoft tried to make their push towards hardware. And then it was like our hardware is more powerful, even to this generation. And Sony's like, who cares? It doesn't perform as well. But like you know what I'm saying? Y'all are Microsoft, we're Apple in this thing. You know what I'm saying?
We got the content. Yeah.
Right. We got the content and we optimize.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Who cares? But which I did read something about devs admitting that the Series S is holding back Xbox this generation. I was like,
they need to just go ahead and just chalk that up and stop making it. Like it's already on sale. I saw it on sale for it was like $30 off the other day.
Just make a discless X. Like stop trying, like get rid of why did they make a budget version of next gen? Like,
because I think that's the same problem that Microsoft's had during this whole, even last gen. They try to please everybody. You know what I'm saying? Even when they did the whole Xbox One, it was just like, you can watch your TV, you can have this, you can talk to it, you can do. It's like, yo, just make games. Like, we're trying to please everybody. Like the people that can't afford the Xbox One X, well, guess what? You don't get to play. All right. Then don't buy it. Like, but you think about it though, bro. That's the way it was coming. Like when not God of War, what was it? Grand Theft Auto. And it was on what? At some point, maybe I'm missing the game, but at some point there was a game that you could not buy unless you bought the new system. And I mean, maybe I'm blanking on the actual name. Maybe it wasn't Grand Theft Auto, but it was something.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
This generation, I think, is what's pissing me off about it, is they trying to please everybody, like making multiple copies of it. Like, yo, no, you are a broke boy. You don't get the game.
You stay over there.
You stay over there. But that's what also will push people to go get it. But I think with the pandemic happening as well, it was like they trying to scrape off as much of the plate as they could, you know.
Xbox needs to quit faking the funk and just start making GPUs. Like, just get out of the or figure out a way that people can hook their computers up to their TV if that's the experience that you're looking for, or just start making GPUs. Start competing in that space instead. Buy NVIDIA.
Oh, well, I mean, the thing that I hate about it, because we're buy it all gang. We have everything, right?
Right.
What's pissing me off is how they're trying to make swappable parts to the actual consoles, and they're like, okay, well, now you can buy an NVMe and put it in your PlayStation, and then we're going to charge you X amount of dollars. Yo, that same NVMe without the PlayStation brand on it is like $100 cheaper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's nasty the way they doing it. But like, you take somebody who doesn't know that, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna get a new hard drive for my PlayStation. Well, that's corny. And the fact that you could take it apart and like, oh, I did it myself. It's like, yo, man, it's literally Legos. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, people don't want to do that. I'm gonna be honest with you. People don't want to do that. Like, if they could make consoles now, like, which I don't understand why they don't, where, you know what I'm saying, it was modular, where you could actually just upgrade the components in there. Why can't they do that?
They could.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, you could absolutely do that. I mean, like, we do it with computers as it is now. Like, why can't we just do that with a console where it's like, I already got the Xbox One, and then I buy the Xbox One X chip, and I just switch out the CPU, or, you know what I'm saying, I upgrade the GPU on this, and or I expand the memory. Like, why can't I just do that? They're like, because then it's a PC. Like, duh.
Yeah, but then they double back and put all their games on PC.
Right.
And now you're like, well, what the hell do I need a console for? Like, what do I need you for? Like, legit. Like, if you were just a PC gamer, what do you need a console for?
Ease of use is the only thing I can really think of. And like, I get it. Like, the consoles, it's ease of use for you know, casual gamers and all that stuff. But are there casual gamers anymore?
I don't think so. Because the new okay, so you got the PS5. I think, okay, now hear me out. I think some PS5 owners are casual gamers, and the reason being is because somewhere along the line, getting a PS, getting a PS. Well, this is the reason why. Getting a PS5 was almost like the see me now type thing.
Status symbol.
Exactly, it was a status thing. Like, we both ran into people that have a PS5. You're like, you don't even game. Like, what do you need it? It's almost disrespectful. Give it to somebody who's actually going to play the stupid thing, that's going to enjoy it, you know? But like, it came to where, like, you know, secure the PS5 at all costs. That came to a whole thing where it became like kind of a casual for people just to say, I got it, you know, and they're not even really playing the game. They're not even a gamer, you know? Yeah. So that's what I say when I say that. But it's a nasty thing that they're like now, like saying you could put an NVMe drive. And I do think eventually it is going to be a modular type console, but I don't think console manufacturers are ready for that, or will it even happen? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Like, I've been saying since probably like PlayStation 3, like, we should just have a modular console where it's like, okay, I can just upgrade these parts as they come out and just make it easy. And it's like, listen, it'll still just be a console, but it's like, okay, this is going to give you better graphics. And then the games that I have now, they work, you know what I'm saying, for the boosted graphics or whatever. Like, make it work like a PC, except for instead of me picking the resolution, let me pick which CPU I have or which GPU I have.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And
yeah,
bump up the resolution, the graphics, the you know, the frame rate, all that stuff accordingly.
Yeah, I think in a way they're kind of doing that. And I mean, if they're going to appease everybody, make a console for people that don't have the ability or the wherewithal to build a computer. But then also just release all your games on the computer, on PC. That actually helps everybody in that sense. Yeah. But anyways, man. So with that being said, now it is confirmed that GTA 6 is in development. They say it's very far along in too.
Thank God.
So yeah,
it's been a long time, man. Yeah,
it has been, man. Like I think they milked as much out of GTA 5 as they could. But I think that's going to still kind of be going because it's got like a crazy following. But okay, so GTA 6, where do we think it's going to be future? Do we think it's going to be, where do you think they're going to go?
I think I do think that the talks that it'll go past, present, and future. I think that's true as far as the story goes. As far as like online or whatever goes, I think maybe we get all three on online too. You can choose where you want to play, past, present, or future. Like that'd be dope. If it's 3 separate maps, like why not make full use of all the maps?
Yeah.
And I mean, online be having its own story as well. So
yeah,
that could be fire.
How much of the GTA trilogy burning had to do with this, you think?
None.
Do you think it was always in the works?
Oh, it had to be. Like they knew. Like people wanted it, and you'd be stupid as a business not to give people what they want. Like if people are asking for GTA 6, even if you just make it GTA 5 DLC, essentially, like you still got to make it. Like if people are just saying we just want more story to play in this game, like, and Rockstar trying to do the right thing, they're trying to put out like a historic groundbreaking game. So it's like respect. It took forever, but. Yeah, they'd be stupid to leave that on the table, but I know that they're trying to make the experience. They're trying to kick it to that next level again, to where it's like, oh, how can we show them things that they haven't seen in games before? But now I'm starting to think like, I think every door may be openable, every building may be habitable, or you know what I'm saying?
They
like
better,
you can
man.
really go everywhere.
We got these powerful computers and consoles, man. I want to unlock everything they can on it, you know. And plus, we've seen. I got faith in Rockstar that they'll get it right because we've seen where the games were supposed to be next. Because remember, Cyberpunk was supposed to be the next big game, the next one that's going to be like, oh man, that's the moment we're going to just like it's going to change gaming for everybody. And it came and went, and it was bad.
Sucker.
Yeah, it was. It was a sorry sucker. It came and went, and it was bad. So I'm hoping that GTA 6, because I got faith in it. They're talking about early next year it'll come out. I'll be patient. You know?
I doubt it. I doubt early next year, but at some point, like I can see it coming out by Christmas 2023. I can see.
Think so? Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
Listen, I'm. You already know I'm good with them pushing stuff back as long as it's good. So I mean,
you know, they be announcing stuff like 3 years ahead of time.
Yeah, and that's my worry though, is that they announce it so early. By the time it comes out, I won't care. But I do think Grand Theft is a big enough IP that it no matter when it's going to come out, you're like, all right, we're waiting on it. You know.
Yeah, no doubt.
We're waiting on it.
Man, have you seen those previews for the Uncharted movie? How long have we been hearing about that?
Okay, the thing, you're right. I have seen it, but what's getting me excited about it is after seeing Spider-Man, and I like Mark Wahlberg as an actor, so I think it'll be okay. And plus, and then with the Nathan Drake trilogy that came out on PS5. So it kind of got the juices going. That's another series I never played. I want to go back and play them.
Oh yeah, you should definitely play it. Uncharted was a great game. But yeah, man, like I always thought it was funny that they said like whenever your health bar went down, he didn't die, but your luck ran out. Your luck ran out. That wasn't your health. That was your luck. That just meant that your luck ran out. Like that's hilarious. But we've been hearing about that movie forever. I'm sick of we've talked about this before, but I'm so sick of them promoting things. Way off to the distant future. Like, listen, 4 years? We don't live in that kind of world.
Yeah, I think the one that fell on the sword the most for you, it was Fallout 4. Because they talked about that so much that when it came, I don't think it really hit the same. It was a good game.
It didn't hit the same as Fallout 3, but it was a good game still. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. All right, man, that's it, gaming news. Ain't nothing really else going on in the world of games. It's kind of a slow time right now. The Super Bowl is set. We seen the Bengals came and did it, and the Rams came and did it. So like they're in the finals. So I know we did not want the Rams to get there. Okay,
sad. They cheated their way this far.
Yeah. So I know you got smoke for the Rams. Who you got in the bowl though?
I'm going with Joey B and the Bengals.
Okay. All right. I'm going with him too. I like Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I mean Ohio against the world, man.
Yeah, but y'all can't claim him as a Buckeye no more. That's nasty.
He claimed himself as a Buckeye.
All right, whatever. I'm not.
I love it. He's a Buckeye, man.
Okay, I'm not going there with you. All right, man. So we gotta talk about your Nets.
Let's do it.
They've lost 7 straight. At least the times we pod, it's either 7 or 8. I can't remember.
I think it's 7.
Steve Nash went ahead and called out James Harden. Said he didn't believe that he was in shape. Said conditioning might be a factor for him right now. KD has to come back. He's got to come back sooner or later. It's like Kyrie and James Harden. I'm like, first of all, he's going to be called Moochie Harden again. He had 4 points the other night. Like, you explain this to me. What's up?
He out on first of all, his hammy is out. So,
he's out. Yeah, he's out now. Yeah.
Yeah, he's out on a hammy.
Okay.
Listen, man, I think it's just all the distractions. The NBA life right now. Mm-hmm. They're the biggest news out there. I mean, the Lakers were supposed to be something, but they're not. You know what? I'm actually not. I'm not saying Lakers are trash anymore.
They went to double overtime with the Knicks. When's the last time the Knicks been relevant? When Melo was there? The Knicks will never matter. But you already know they're the Knicks.
They fizzle. But I mean, hey, listen. Yeah, but the Nets.
Anthony Davis been playing well.
Anthony Davis has been playing well, but it is Nets need, like, man, it's too much. It's too much Hollywood on that team. Like, man, we need a coach. We need to get rid of Nash.
I can't let you put it on Nash.
Come on, man. I'm sticking according to the playbook now. You know what I'm saying? Teams start playing bad, fire the coach. You know what I'm saying? We stick according to the playbook. But
so none of this is on Kyrie.
No, it's not Kyrie's fault, man. And James is more frustrated that Steve Nash has not been riding the ship the way that he should. You know what I'm saying? And rightfully so. Steve Nash has been letting things go on willy-nilly, just run wild. And he ain't put his foot down. He ain't defending the players against ownership. He hasn't told ownership to just pay the money for Kyrie to just play like he should have. And he let the owner do stupid stuff like try to bench Kyrie because Kyrie don't want to get a shot. That's Kyrie business. If Kyrie don't mind putting it on the line, then let him play. You know what I'm saying? He made a decision. Let him play.
Your cape is vast right now.
Then let it blow. Let it blow in the wind, baby.
Your cape is so vast. So the problem,
you see it?
the problem I feel is the problem with the Nets was when they traded a lot of their talent away to get James Harden. They should have just rolled the dice. And I like the beard, but you got to know as a Nets fan, you're seeing Allen is his name, the big boy for the Cavs.
Jared Allen, oh man, he's killing it. Yeah,
but you said it.
Kept him.
You said it when they traded him. Like I didn't like him getting traded. But then you got your boy, who's the shooter.
Joe Harris,
Harris. He's out for the year pretty much.
And then we let go of Dinwiddie. I thought that was a mistake too.
Yes, he let Dinwiddie go. So
I told you all of those people. I was like, man, and my boy that ended up in Indiana. I didn't want to let go of none of them pieces. What's my man's name, man? I forget off the top of my head. But he was bought. Remember, he was injured, but he had just bought out in the playoffs the year before. He was like. He ain't a star or nothing like that, but he was great, man, for that team. He's the kind of player that you need coming off the bench.
Does James Harden get traded?
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Though I don't want to see him get traded, it makes a lot of sense to go ahead and trade him. Okay, and hear me out for especially if we traded for Ben Simmons.
You're on board with this?
I don't want it, but I'm just like the logical operator in me just can't deny the fact that it does make sense because it's like Harden has already said that he wants to explore free agency. That's never a good sign. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't recommit to the team that can pay you the most. I don't like that off top. And like it's his right to explore free agency, but you just got there. You ain't even been in Brooklyn you just been in Brooklyn a full year a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And you want to explore free agency. And you got a super team. Like what more do you want? But okay, cool. But Ben Simmons can bring a lot of defense to that team. We always said the problem with the Nets was that they were a little top heavy on offense. There was only one ball, and they did figure out how to distribute when all three guys could be on the floor, but they were never all three on the floor. They played like 3 games together. Yeah. All 3 of them. So it's like, that's tough. Where Ben Simmons is a perfect fit is like, man, he's already he can play an awkward point guard position where he can handle the ball. He's bigger than any other point guard that he's going to have to face, and he doesn't need to shoot. And he can take on the other team's best offensive player every night to take some of the slack. He can hide Kyrie a little bit better and take the slack off of Kevin Durant. Mm-hmm. And it adds a lot of size. So it adds size and defense to that team automatically for a scorer where you already have scores. You don't need more scores. Now, I would probably demand something else along with Ben Simmons if I'm the Nets, because I can do that, because right now you have a rotting asset that's not doing anything in Ben Simmons, and I'm offering you an elite player for a guy who clearly is a crybaby boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? He may or may not have hands. We don't know.
Right.
And I'm willing to take a risk on that for him. So yes, I probably do take Tobias Harris along with him, or maybe somebody else. But for the Nets, it does make a lot of sense. And for the Sixers, that makes a lot of sense to add James Harden, because you don't need no more defense. But I don't think he works well with Embiid. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, Embiid's real ball dominant. Here's the thing with the Sixers. They got to do something because they're wasting this Embiid year. He's having a crazy year right now, number-wise. So you got to make something happen. The trade deadline is happening. I think next week is the trade deadline.
Next Thursday, I believe.
Next Thursday. Karis LeVert got traded today. I just read that before.
Karis LeVert, that was from the Nets. There we go.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He got traded from the Nets.
That's when they found out he had the cancer.
Yeah.
So yeah. So he just got traded again. He got traded to the Cavs actually. This afternoon. So they got him for nothing. They robbed them cats. They did the Jay Prince. They stuck them boys up.
They probably just needed him off the books.
Yeah, they traded him for like Ricky Rubio, who's out for the year. I didn't think that was possible. But the thing with the Nets and James Harden, because we both said it, like I think James Harden is the key cog to that whole thing. When he plays well, he's the point guard. They win. They do well. I don't know if I haven't seen Kyrie and KD play a lot together because of, first of all, the NBA season is too long. They all could just be running through the motions right now to get to the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Which I think the Lakers are kind of doing that too. I think they were a tough out if they get in. But I don't know if the James Harden for Ben Simmons thing is going to work, because we don't know what you're going to get from Ben Simmons.
I know.
You know? Like, you don't know what kind of player you're getting. Mentally, he's not tough. You know what I'm saying? And I get that it was a bad situation, but come play out your contract, man. Don't just stay away and then cry mental health. Well, you know, not say all that. It might be mental health for him. I'm not buying it, in my opinion.
No.
So I don't know if the James Harden for Ben Simmons thing is a good thing to do, but Morey is going to have to put his ego aside and get something for Ben, because right now he's unusable, and you're wasting this Embiid time. You know, this Embiid year is one of which that you can't. So yeah, I do agree with packaging up Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons. Get them waffles up out of there, man, and get Harden in there. I think they make it work. You have a motivated Harden. And
he's back with his peoples, because he's back with Daryl Morey. Yeah. And they're the best of friends.
Yes. So, yeah. They even said that, I mean, like, all these teams are putting it out here. Like, I saw the Rockets were saying they're not opposed to taking James Harden back, which might be a good thing.
Of course you're not.
I know.
Every team. Listen, if I'm the Lakers, I'd be like, yo, listen, we will give you Russ and one of our championship trophies.
Get him in LA.
Yeah, listen, and we'll rig the lottery so that way Bronny goes to the Nets, and then you can have LeBron in a couple years too.
Hey, listen, man, the funniest meme I saw this week was the one. I love boxing. When they said that Bronny was going to play with. LeBron was going to play with Bronny, and they said, "Dang, Bron wants to go to the G League to play with." That was the funniest thing I seen all week, man.
That was cold blooded.
Yeah, it was.
I've been saying Bryce is the killer of that family.
Yeah.
I seen him play. I'm like, oh, Bryce is nice.
Yeah, he definitely
he got game.
It's always the younger one. The one you don't even be thinking about is the one that you're thinking.
We see what LaMelo doing.
Yes, that kid is special, man. 38 points the other night too. All right, man. So NBA All Stars, the reserves were announced. What did you think about this reserve list?
It was unfair. Kyrie wasn't on it, so I wasn't.
Kyrie wasn't gonna. He hasn't played, Kev. He can't. We can't put him on it. We don't know.
He was on the ballot. I voted for him. He was winning in the votes. He was supposed to be in it according to the votes.
Can he play?
No, the game is in Cleveland. All Stars in Cleveland this year.
Okay. They got to go disrespecting Devin Booker, though.
I mean, he a reserve. He'd be all right.
Yeah, but I'm saying he should have been a starter.
Why?
Devin Booker?
I'm saying ahead of Ja and Steph?
No. Ahead of
Devin Booker's a 2.
Well, still what?
Yeah, I know.
Take Wiggins
you
out.
want him instead of Wiggins. Wiggins got the votes, man, and Wiggins having a great year. Let Wiggins have his props, man. Let him have his shine. If Devin Booker wants to be a starter, he better give a jersey to Bam Bam next time. You make Bam Bam an ambassador because Bam Bam got the juice.
I'm gonna hold off what I was gonna say about that. Darius Garland getting in was a feel good story. I like that.
He deserved it.
I
know if I'm Colin Sexton, I'm punching the air.
Really? Oh yeah,
because he's out of there.
I'd be if I'm like, and the crazy part about it is I've spoken to Colin Sexton before. If I had a chance to speak to him again, I would tell him, listen, don't buy a house. All right, not in Cleveland, because Airbnb it for the next couple of weeks and keep your phone charged because you're probably not going to be there. You know, and it's okay. That's all right because Darius Garland, I don't think even the Cavs saw that coming. Kid's special, man. He's special. And then who's the big boy they got? The big
Jared
dude.
Allen?
No.
And the rookie, Mobley, Evan Mobley.
Mobley. He's nice. He's nice. The Cavs are they're league pass watchable. Like I'll find them.
Dang. They're good on prime time too, I promise you. They're a good watch.
Okay. I mean, but that's the thing, their games aren't really televised like that.
Yeah. They are here, but
I can't ever find them. Maybe it's because LeBron ain't there. Because when LeBron was with the Cavs, you can see the games almost all the time.
Also, we don't have cable. So
that is very true. That is, you bring up a great point. You don't need it if you can.
All the games are unavailable and also available.
Yeah.
It's funny how things work.
Very, very, very. But yeah, I'm okay with the All-Stars. I don't know if I'm going to watch it. They got to fix All-Star Weekend though. You know what happened to remember the All-Star sneakers that came out every year?
Yeah.
I think the last big 3 was like the what was it, the Area 72s, like the alien
the Galaxy Pack or whatever.
Yeah, like what happened with that, man? They stopped doing that.
Man, when they did the All-Star game in New Orleans a few years ago, and then they tried to make everything that iridescent or whatever, I think that's when the All-Star shoes fell off, which was unfortunate because I got the iridescent ones and they are fire.
Are they? You got
they're fire. Yeah, I got some stuff in the tuck.
I know you do, but the ones I liked was the Kobe's.
The flip flop chain.
Yes.
Yeah, the flip flop chain Kobe's. Yeah, those were fire, but they were impossible to find. I tried to hunt those down. I'm surprised you never got the iridescent 6s though, because they were perfect for Eagles colors.
I think I know what you're talking about. I'm drawing a blank on what they are.
They were all iridescent green 6s, bruh. Okay, and
I gotta take it as disrespect. What does iridescent mean?
It would be that color change. So like, remember flip flop paint?
How do you spell that?
Now you just gonna embarrass me in the middle of
okay. Well, I'm gonna look it up. I'll talk to Siri and I'll have her look up iridescent 6s and I'll find it later.
There you go.
I'll find it later because I don't know how to spell it because I want to see what you're talking about. I think I know what you're saying.
I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna send them to you now. But it's okay. Because I forget. It's like they're like a love of the game 6s or something like that. I forget.
I can't keep up with all these names.
I can't either. Like, listen, they were green Jordan 6, okay? But they were perfect for Eagles colors, and they went on sale for like $100.
Really?
Oh yeah, because nobody wanted them for some reason.
Haters.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's why I'm telling you that was the year that All-Star shoes fell off.
Okay. Hey, so what do you think about this Brian Flores thing? Before we get out of sports, what do you think about this whole thing?
About him snitching or about him getting fired?
About him getting fired. About him basically first day of Black History Month taking on the league. What do you think? Because he pretty much guaranteed he'll never work in the NFL again, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
But to his they're chameleon 6s too. That's what they're actually named. Sorry.
Okay.
But listen, man, he did what he had to do. I like it. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta tell.
Yeah, I mean, okay. You got to tell. You do. And when I seen him on TV, I said, "Oh, you're serious about this? Like you're hunkered down." Yeah, those 6s were clean. I said, "Oh, you're hunkered down in this. You're really going to go all in on this." I don't know what's going to come about it. And that's the thing about like even when I'm hearing all these hirings that are going on now, I'm wondering if it's going to change anything. You know?
Well, I feel like it has to, especially if like didn't Hugh Jackson come out and say the same thing about like coach or the owners were telling them to throw games and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that this is the point that nobody ever, you know what I'm saying, really speaks to. Like I don't really watch the morning sports shows anymore, so I don't know. Maybe they are, but like when I see people discussing it online, I don't ever see them making this point. And it's that, you know, a coach throwing games or having a losing record and stuff like that pretty much guarantees that they will not be coaching for much longer. Like once that organization decides that they're ready to part ways with them, it's going to be very hard for them to get another job somewhere else because they look like a loser. And unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, black coaches don't get the same chance after chance like your man that used to be the Rams coach, Jeff Fisher.
Yeah.
And Jeff Fisher got another coaching job. Now, mind you, it's at a no-name school somewhere. Mm-hmm. But still, the fact that he's able to coach anything, and he is Mr. 6-6.
Yeah, Mr. 6-6.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't see how Jeff Fisher keeps a job, but he does.
Yeah.
Where Brian Flores had 2 winning seasons with a completely trash. I won't say the team was trash, but he inherited trash. Well, he inherited a losing team, and he turned him into a winner. He made him something good, and he lost his job.
Yeah.
And then the allegations, allegedly, the owner asking him to throw games. It's like, well, if I start losing or whatever, once you decide that you're done with me, nobody else is going to want to hire me. So yeah, maybe you're offering me $100,000 per game, but okay, maybe I do that for 10 games. I got $1 million. I don't get another $1 million check ever. Whereas if I win these games and skip that, I might go get, you know what I'm saying, $6 million from somewhere.
Right.
So
like,
and it's like, you're asking these coaches essentially to sabotage their own careers.
Yeah.
And are you hiring them just for that reason? So that way you can get better at draft position?
Right. With no guarantee that they're ever going to get another job.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like,
I'm
saying.
So yeah, no, I agree with everything you're saying. I don't know what's going to come about it. I just hope it doesn't come and go. I hope there's some smoke behind it and people get behind them. I mean, because like we got the Kaepernick and Spike doc coming. Yeah. I think, that's
he needs to pop up in there.
He do.
Yeah,
they definitely do. Hey, so what do you think about Eric Bieniemy is rumored to be coaching your Saints? What do you think about that?
Bring him home. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Who that said he gonna beat them Saints? I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I like to see that too. I want to see somebody. I think especially with if I'm Bieniemy and I'm looking at Flores, I'm like, man, somebody about to take a chance on me. They about to
right.
Somebody gonna need token. I'm in there. But
I'm saying cut a big check.
Cut a real big check. And you better not fire me either.
Right.
We'll see what happens with that. So last thing we had, man. So Nicki put out a single with DaBaby, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
I heard it. Yeah, I listened to it. I watched the video and everything.
Okay. Is Nicki done?
Because here's the thing. It's like when we say, is she done? Mm-hmm. No, absolutely not. She's not done.
Are people done with her?
Has the sound passed her? Yes.
Okay. I think so too.
Yeah, because she's not hitting anymore.
No. Is Lil Baby done?
Listen, man. I was, and this is something completely different. This is a different topic, but I kind of realized the other day, like, we're never gonna have icons again. Drake is literally going to, like, Drake, Kendrick, Cole, they're going to be our last icons because the music comes out so fast. Like,
yeah. I mean,
your answer, young boy is crazy out here, but it's like, yo, he puts out, he does well because he puts out so much music because he knows it ain't going to last.
I think that might be some of my problem with Griselda.
Yeah, oversaturating the market.
It's just so much music, man, and
you kind of have to though.
Yeah, I think you have to, but Griselda's a little different because it's like they're kind of an ode to the past, and I've heard that already. Mm-hmm. So as much as them being nice, I expect them to be nice because they're pulling from the influences that I believe is in the era that Cats was nice, you know. Mm-hmm. So and my kind of like my same thing with Bruno Mars. Like I like Bruno Mars, but I've kind of heard that before. Mm-hmm. But with these younger guys with these acts, man, they put out music so much that I can't tell it apart. You know what I'm saying? And like I don't know if it's new or old. So when I like DaBaby, I could have swore he did that verse before. Like I legit, and he can rap. He's been doing okay. But the fact that Nicki has to go get the biggest act that's out right now, and we still are wondering if that's still not enough for her to do something.
That song's not good.
No, it's not.
And I don't think it's her fault though. I think that the beat was just trash, but it is what it is. Like, I mean, you picked it, you rapped on it, so you're guilty by association. But like that song is not good. And then the second song that plays at the end, she just stole 6ix9ine's flow, which was kind of like, ugh.
Yeah, I don't like it. And for me, the very first thing I thought of when I heard it though, and this is my honest to God's truth, I'd rather listen to Cardi B.
That's what I'm saying. I think Nicki's out of touch. I think she I think she aged out. Like I hate to say it like that, but I think she just kind of aged out. She's a little bit behind the trends, and it's like was she ever creative enough? Well, yes, I can't discredit her. She was creative enough to kind of like build her own wave or her own trends or set the trends. I just think that time has passed.
Do you think she's gonna put out an album?
Yes. Like she's doing all this. She's definitely not doing all this promo just for one song. Like she's got a project coming. She's talking about putting out another song soon.
Really?
Yeah, but I think it's that the response to this one didn't do what she thought it would.
Yeah, because remember she had the song with Drake last year, or 2 years ago at this point, and it was like it came and went. So I don't know if that was a same attempt to come back, and she's doing that same thing now, but I'm not sure.
Unfortunately, I don't think anything's catching for her, and this was kind of the telltale because when it came out, there was a lot of hype leading up to it coming out. You know what I'm saying? And that's because she was doing a ton of press. I mean, I seen her on IG Live with Kevin Samuels. I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah, that's definitely a press run.
Yeah, she's doing a ton of press, and I mean, she's trying to make it look organic, but it's like, yo, you haven't been online doing anything in so long, right? And then you pop back up, and she's on Instagram Live every day.
Yeah.
Every day she's on Instagram Live.
Yeah. Because even the clips that I saw was like, the husband shouldn't be talking. You know what I mean? Like, just have your press run.
Did the husband said something? I haven't watched any of it. I just I'll open up Instagram, I'll see she's live sometime. I'll be like, that's weird.
I just seen clips, and he said some things and
to Kevin Samuels.
No, well, just about her to Kevin Samuels. I'll send it to you. And I was just like, I don't know how to take this.
Did Kevin Samuels actually respond to him, or did he just start talking to Nicki again? Because I imagine he'd be like, ooh.
Yeah, he just started talking to Nicki again.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like nobody wants to talk to you.
Right. Yeah, she should. I don't know. I think that situation with him might have been done more bad than good for her.
How long before the husband starts dancing in the video?
Hey, we never know, man. This single don't catch, man.
He trying to get hot, it sound like.
Yeah, I just don't ever
trying to come out the shadows now, out of creepy world.
Nah, it's too late.
It's too late. No, you're forever there.
Yeah, you're forever there. Like, you'll never be able to come. But I don't know, man. I would love to see Nicki in a space where she can make music again, and it'd be good. I mean, for lack of it. I mean, but I've been saying it for the longest, man. I just think she's done, and all right. I don't think anything's wrong with that.
You know, I'm calling the cap on you right now. Stop the cap, because listen, brother. You were never listening to her music.
No.
I'm saying, if her music, if her fans, people that like to listen to her, if they enjoy it, whatever. But like, I
don't think they do.
I think that she's gonna make a return to radio and all that stuff? Nah,
yeah. Well, I think she wants to go back to the level of Monster. You think about it. She's been trying to capture that level of I did the track with Jay and them and held my own. Mm-hmm. You know, and I think she's still trying to get to that. I don't know if she can.
I'm going to give you an unpopular opinion here, man.
Go ahead.
I don't think Monster is that good a song. And like she rapped good on it, but it wasn't like, oh my God, she washed it. Like everybody, like that's the narrative that everybody runs with now. But when I listen to it, I'm like,
yeah,
she did all right. Like everybody did all right. But Monster is really not that good of a song.
No, I don't think so either. I didn't like the beat. I don't know. I was like Kanye, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, the beat was a party track. The beat was fine, but like, listen, the Posse song's track. Not monumental the way that everybody tried to make it. Like,
but that was her.
That was her coming out party.
Her coming out, like it was like, yo, she can hold her own with the fellas, and she's here type of thing. So I don't know. I think the beef with her and Cardi B didn't go well for her, and I don't know. I think Nicki just needs to just be mom, man. Just be a mom.
I feel like she probably burned. I feel like she burned a lot of bridges with a lot of people.
Had to.
I think now, like, you know what I'm saying, roosters are coming home to nest.
Yeah, I gotta think some of the corporate world, it was like, yo, this isn't a good look of you, the guy you chose. And I think that, she stood on that hill. I don't know if that was worth it.
Well, I think other artists too. It was just kind of like, and I mean, a lot of them artists probably ain't hot now. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter so much. But it's like,
music is in a weird spot, man.
It is. It's the microwave music era, man. That's what's making it so bad. Is like,
well,
like I said, Lil Baby, like I don't want to say he fell off, but like he's definitely not as good. Like DaBaby, not as relevant as he was last year. No. Lil Baby, not as good as he was last year. Mm-hmm. They pushing Gunna. Like everybody I know said that album was not great.
Right.
Young Thug. I mean, maybe he's just cemented, but I don't hear him a lot.
Who's the act right now? Like we had to say, who's the guy? Like who is the girl? Who is the act right now?
As weird as it sounds, man, Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. Like that's all
Still?
anybody is
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah, it's like, yo,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know that we get any more icons going forward because it's such a
Well-
everything moves so fast that
well,
like
the-
you can be the biggest last year and you fell off this year.
The problem with that though is like those same guys we're talking about, they don't. Okay, Cole will come out and give you like he did the song with Benny. We haven't heard Kendrick rap since Baby Keem. Before that was what, like years?
Yeah,
You
but
know?
we don't care because he's that good.
Right. You're absolutely right. But what I'm saying is that they're not feeding the streets enough for us to. Who else is going to be able to give us some appetizers while we're getting fed by those big three? Like no
That's
one.
what-
We don't even care.
It's right, but it's like whoever anybody like me and you can make a hot song right now. Like, listen, we could be the hottest rappers in the game tomorrow. If you know what I'm saying, we come up with a hot track tonight and it catch on, everybody dancing.
100 Columbuses, man. Telling
Right.
you, think about it, Kev. We can
Listen,
do it, man.
we been and fell off by March.
Oh, for
okay?
sure. We would rap and talk about us being about to fall off.
Right. We been and fell off by March. Like
Yeah.
it's an insane game now. Like the fact that Lil Baby is kind of cold, and I don't know why nobody like. Young Boy sounds like he's setting records out here and nobody talks about it. I don't listen to his music, so I can't really speak to it. I've heard a couple songs, and the ones I've heard I've actually liked.
I think it was just like you said. I think it's just microwave era because
Yeah,
like
but it
even
just
like
happens so much.
so much to listen to.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, they just put out so much. It's like, and most of it, you know, it's gonna be mid. Like, y'all not Wayne,
Yeah. And Wayne's been rapping his face off lately too.
but nobody cares.
I know.
That's
I
tough.
know.
That's tough.
I think that kind of went into us reviewing music, man. Because we had some, like, we did our top 20. I mean, our top 10.
I still got
last
to. I
year.
got to edit that too. I got it. I'm gonna get to it. I got it.
No doubt. But I mean, like, with that being said, though, like, it's hard because music comes out and it's like I don't like a lot of these younger guys. Like, if y'all want to hear an old man get on the mic and just crap on a bunch of young guy music, that's why I don't really like reviewing it because I know I'm not gonna like it going in. Like.
Yeah.
The Rod Wave era, he's the guy, whatever, people like him, whatever.
Can't
but I'm
do
like,
it.
I can't do it, man. Like every song sounds the same. I don't know what to get from it. At this point, he owes me to tell me what girl hurt him. I need to know the girl. I need to know her name, like something, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I'm kind of just off of it, you know.
Yeah. Listen, man. We just maybe we just want the best of the best anymore, and like this stuff just doesn't feel like the best of the best, and it's like it's for the kids to like, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
No, you're right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just ain't for us.
Yeah,
Damn, we got there. We're there right now.
I don't think it's just us though. It's like I think a lot of people feel that way because like Rory and Maul, they might need to bring us up there because like Rory, I heard you talking about you revisited Blonde a week after this man just said he revisited Blonde.
Right. Exactly.
Like come on
exactly.
now, dog. Like,
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Give us a shout out, my man. Like,
word.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like y'all still in sauce and then act like it didn't happen. We seen it, man.
Right.
You in 4K doing it.
Yeah.
But again, that was another like they crapped on that back in 2016, but in 2020, I'm saying how good was that album that in 2020 people are coming back around and be like, you know what? No, this is excellent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like listen, people drop out like I heard academics talking about this. It's like, yo, people dropped albums last week that completely disappear the next week. He's like, he was like, people thought I was crapping on Drake talking about what he sold in his 7th week. And it's like, no, I am telling you how amazing it is that his album still matters 2 months later because y'all be number 1 this week and completely gone from the charts next.
Yeah,
that's
gone.
why first week numbers matter because you're not going to do anything else after this.
Right. It's weird, man. And that's where like even artists, they come out and put music out and I'm sifting through it. And like that's why a lot of artists are putting like a Lucy here, not really a full project. And I'm looking forward to like who's gonna put out something that's gonna have some stayability.
What happened to Meek Mill's album?
It was trash. That's what happened to it. It was bad, man. It was a bad album.
But albums never used to just go away like that. I mean, that went away.
It did.
Like
once I heard Meek doing harmonies, I was off it.
That's what you got to do, man. Like that's
what I don't think you have to do. I just think music is just in a weird spot, man.
Yeah,
it's in a weird spot, you know.
But that's what I'm saying. So we want like people are yearning for like the best to come back. Like that's why we like, man. I can't wait till Kendrick drop, man. Oh man, I can't wait till Drake drop, man. Even though maybe we didn't like Certified Lover Boy so much, but I mean you had to admit it had bangers.
It did.
You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I can't wait till Cole drop another one every time. But it's like these guys, I know that they're going to give me substance in their project. So even if it does take 6 years for me to get a new album, I'm still wanting it. Whereas like, yo, you know what I'm saying? whatever young whatever your name is just dropped 20 minutes ago, and I forgot about it 10 minutes later. You know what I'm saying? It's like I listened to it, it was trash, and then I forgot that guy's name.
Right, it'd be like kind of like we are when we meet somebody and we shaking their hand and they're telling us their name and we're literally forgetting their name this like mid shake. Like, I'm not gonna remember your name, bro. Like, this is it.
Because the music ain't really there. It's like nobody's putting out that stuff that really connects, because you just try to sound like the last guy who had a hit song. Like, everybody want to sound like Rod Wave mixed with Young Thug, mixed with Brooklyn Drill, mixed with Chicago Drill, with some down south rappers, and you got to be little NEX smoke Pokemon smoking on, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Yeah. Like, come on, man. Get out of here.
Yeah. Because what you end up getting is guys who, like, not even guys, but people that literally, because like another thing that hits a little different too is with the pandemic going on, man, ain't nobody really going to clubs like that. So music don't really hit the same either. Right. So it's like you can't really even, experience it in the club or whatever it may be and have it being like, oh, that's a slapper while we're there or whatever. It's like music ain't the same, man. Or not, music's the same. The music is not, you can't feel it differently. But I do think that people putting out so much music and waiting for something to stick is a bad way, because like Lupe said, man, music ain't got no impact, man.
Yeah, nothing at all. But it's literally just there for them to just make a little money real quick, get their name high, Instagram followers up.
No, you're absolutely right.
And that's why you're making it. You don't really care about making good music or music of substance and nothing like that. You just trying to be on the scene. You just trying to do that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And what happened to R&B? I mean, it seems like it's in good hands, but
I don't know,
good enough.
Man.
Because if we still crying for Frank album 6 years later, if we still like, come save the game, please drop, like, man, this album is amazing. When's the last, like, who dropped something since then that was like that? Tough to say.
Sampha.
But where's Sampha? That's been 5 years. Process was literally just like the 5-year anniversary was like 2 days ago.
I know. But you said it a couple of podcasts.
Fantastic too.
Very, very good. Yeah. Very good album. I mean, James Blake gave us something.
Yeah, but he's not even American. That's not even R&B. He's the blokes. You know what I'm saying? Bloke them.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Somebody got to come and try to steal it, man. Some still our ear in some way, because, like, it's just, I don't know. It's depressing almost, man. Like,
where's Miguel?
In love.
I thought he was getting divorced.
Well, then we about to get a fire album then. If that's the case.
Hope not. Hope they figure it out.
It sucks. I'm actually hoping for it now. Like, dang, like,
just
come on.
Give us something. Just somebody. Give us something. Like, and we don't want Anthony Hamilton versus Musiq Soulchild. That's not fair.
Who wants that? Like, okay, I like Anthony Hamilton, but I think people forget how good Musiq Soulchild is. And you already know, Half Crazy is one of my hits. He got a lot. Half Crazy is one of my, like, I mean, that could be me and Shreda's like theme, bro. Like that, we listened to that as we were dating, and like it literally was like,
so nasty. Listen,
I know.
I'm out here just looking out the window. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yo, let's get out of here, man. You got anything else?
Nah, that's it.
All right, man. Yo, beauty people. This is Nadir.
This is Kev.
And yo, we are Games Music Life. This is the Games Music Life podcast, episode 280, man. Drink more water, people.